Have you ever walked into a room and you could just tell right away something was off? The energy was just down. You could tell if there's people in that room, there might have just been a little bit of a fight or a tiff in there. Or maybe there was one person in the room and you're like, okay, they're going through something tense, I'm going to leave them alone. You just kind of feel it in the air, right? And we've all been in these situations. And to the contrary, we've been in situations to where we've walked in rooms and we're like, hey, it just feels really good to be in here. The people that are in this room are just, the energy's really high. We might have people in our lives like this that we just love to be around them. We don't know what it is. We're just around them and we feel better. To the contrary, we have people in our lives that, wow, they're just an energy sucker. We really try to avoid them a lot of times because we know they're just going to steal our energy and suck the joy right out of our life. I want to talk to you guys about something that's so important when it comes to our health, our happiness, and those two do coincide, but really our health, our happiness, and really setting our bodies up, the internal environments of our bodies, so that disease just can't exist. And what I'm talking about is your vibrational frequency. I know this is a weird concept. It's a concept that the more you start to understand it, the more it makes sense. But there's things that we can do that give our lives this high vibrational frequency. And you see it. You walk into a grocery store right now, and you can just look at people and be like, hey, that's a vibrant person. Or that's a person that probably has not been outside of their house. They look depressed. They look lonely. And you just get different energies from these people. Okay? Now, when it comes to our health, it's so important that we're operating in a high vibrational frequency. Things like happiness and joy and peace and love, and the more of those that we actually have a higher vibrational frequency. Physically, things like exercise, a good diet, those are all things that raise our vibrational tone. When we talk about the nervous system, we talk about our vibrational tone. And this is really a state of our body where sickness has a really, really hard time existing. Positivity is such a hard time, or a big thing with this. And I'll tell you guys, with this virus, this time that we're going through in our country, it's very, very difficult to be positive, but it will influence your health and your health outcomes more than you know. One thing that I learned a really long time ago from a mentor is, I know a lot of adults, we say, well, I just tell it like it is. And people wear that as a sense of pride. Well, I just tell it like it is. And I had a mentor tell me, is like, you know what? Children tell it like it is. My 2-year-old will tell me exactly what he feels about something. Adults, mature adults and leaders tell things how they could be. Okay? Now this is a really, really important thing that we do in our parenting, we do in our life. I speak to my wife, I tell her the way things can be rather than the way things are, especially during negative times. With our toddler, our 2-year-old, what we tell him, he's just 2, right? He doesn't have any huge challenges in life, but we tell him all the time, hey, Cooper, you are strong, you are courageous. And we make him even repeat these things. I am strong, I am courageous. I made this a purposeful, I'm very intentional about making him do this because it's raising his vibrational tone. And as he goes through his life, he's going to be repeating these things. I'm strong, I'm courageous, I'm handsome, because the people in his life that are the most important are telling him these things. Physically, this is one thing I love about the chiropractic adjustment. When we make an adjustment to the spine, the nervous system, we're instantly raising that vibrational frequency in that person's nervous system, which is coming out in their brain, and it's manifested throughout their whole body. Diet, nutrition, exercise, those are also other things that raise those vibrational frequencies. Now, so many people, and I want you to get this. I want you to get where this is coming from. So many people are scared to death right now, and maybe even for a good reason. We're sad, we're scared, there's so many things in our life, and those things actually lower our vibrational frequency to a level where it makes us very susceptible to sickness and illness. And over the next couple months, it's so important that we're doing things that are raising our body's ability to adapt and fight rather than suppressing our body's vibrational frequency and an ability to adapt. It's a really, really cool concept. I know this is something that we've practiced in our life for such a long time, is paying attention to these things, these positive energies, these positive things. I know physically, mentally, spiritually, all these things, when you neglect them, it lowers that vibrational frequency in our lives. When you pay a lot of attention to them, you nurture them, it raises that. And happy people live happy, healthy lives. I had a friend that told me that a long time ago, and it was like, I thought it belonged on like a bumper sticker, but it's so true. Happy people will live happy and healthy lives. So I want you guys to take whatever away from it. I love if you guys like, comment, share, whatever you'd like. I love interacting with you guys. I hope the best for you. I'm praying for you guys all during this tough season. If you guys need anything at all, you please let me know. This is Dr. Galen from Adio Chiropractic signing off. You guys have a great day.